sowed, reap what you sowed. God only knows. Let's breathe for this nation. You are not forsaken. Yeah, that's dedication. It's always got me, man. That's dedication. Yeah. Hope to the hopeless, sight for the blind, brother, now I stay focused. King with the broken heart, live restore wholeness. You don't know the half, through the math and take notice. He's dope for this dopeness, never turn his back on me. I refuse a lot of things he wanted me to receive. Lacked wisdom, but now that's what I give him. Apply what I learned and I put it in the rhythm. I call it purpose driven. He liked it, so I guess he put a ring on it. Dedicated, so you know I'll never cheat on him. Bride of Christ, not the wife, don't get your knots tied. Cause many fall truth told when they live a lie. I used to be that type of guy, but now I'm cool with Jay. You need love, you could have him too, it's okay. He's committed, arms open at any length. Believe 99 sheep for one, that's a strength. Dedicated. It's time to give back what's owed, reap what you sowed. God only knows. Let's breathe for
Welcome to the DO Boxing Show. I'm your host, Dameon Okposio, and back with Kevin Higson. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the DO Boxing Show. We're going to be talking about June 3rd and Kevin fighting at the Hamilton Convention Center.
You got it.
Yeah, and his thoughts on what's going to be coming up. So, can you give us your thoughts on June 3rd, your upcoming fight?
The next fight that I got, June 3rd, it's a rematch with a guy named Islas, and it's kind of a fight that I've wanted because it was my first loss. Okay. So kind of got a little bit of revenge coming back. So
excellent.
I'm really excited for that fight.
I think that's kind of important in the legacy of fighters. One of the greatest Canadian fighters, Lennox Lewis, avenged all of his losses, and I think it meant more after he stopped boxing. He got a lot of recognition for that, and also in the fact that I think it shows a lot of heart in the fighters too when they're willing to take on that challenge. Just like you fought Junmar twice as well. So what happened? In the first fight, and what adjustments do you feel you're going to make in this fight coming up?
Well, I just feel like I just had a really off night. It wasn't my night really, and everything kind of just went the wrong way. The weigh-in was bad. I didn't feel good going into the fight, so just a little more mental preparation for this one, because I really feel like it wasn't me that night. Like it wasn't. You didn't see the best of what I could have accomplished that night. So. And
so now you've gotten a lot more experience.
Yep.
Got a lot more hardware. But that hardware is actually not going to be on the line in this fight.
No, it won't, because my opponent's actually from Mexico, and my titles are Canadian titles. So.
Okay, and so what's your opponent going to be bringing to the table in this fight, do you think?
He's going to be bringing a tough chin, but I'm going to be testing that, so we're just going to be wearing him out, and that's the game plan.
Okay, so to take him deep and draw out the fight?
That's it, yeah.
How do you feel in terms of time-wise from your last fight? You fought April 4th at the Shaw. It was a distance fight. You got a lot of rounds in. Was that a good thing? How are you feeling about the time that you have in between the fights?
I feel really good, actually. I took a nice little break. I took a week off just to kind of rest up. I wasn't really damaged in the fight too much. I had a couple little bruises, some sore elbows. Nothing serious, so I just took a little bit of time to rest and right back to training now.
So do you do like a general camp before the fights, or is it just like a steady workout routine that you go through?
Well, see, in between fights, I try to stay in pretty good shape. I don't let my weight get too heavy, so yeah, it's just getting back at work and ramping it up closer to the fight. So we're always ready.
Okay, and as far as your opponent, do you know if he's been active since the last time that you guys?
I'm not too sure. I haven't really been checking up on him too much, but this is definitely a fight that I've wanted ever since I lost, because I know that I can do a lot better than that. So.
And you know what he's bringing to the table because you've been in there with him before.
Yeah.
Okay. And leading up to that night, is there going to be any kind of change in your preparation? You said already that mentally you're going to be doing a little bit more work around that, but preparation-wise, is there anything that you find that you're going to have to change?
No, not really. Just a lot of good sparring. I've got some of the best sparring here right at my home gym, so just a lot of hard work.
And your camp and training is all going to be in Hamilton?
All in Hamilton. And I train in Niagara Falls with Billy Irwin, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And so how are people going to be able to get to the show? Can they purchase tickets through you? They can purchase tickets through me or through Lions Promotions. Okay, and so how do people get in touch with you then? Just on Facebook or, yeah, pretty much social media. So just Kevin Higson? That's it, yeah. And what if people wanted to come down and see how you train, see like, you know, how you work out on a regular basis? Are people able to come and watch you? Yeah, they want to come down to Steeltown Boxing, they can. There's no closed like training camps or anything? No, that's it. Okay, awesome. Are you going to be down at the 2017 boxing trade show that's going to be on Saturday, May the 27th? Yes, I believe the Three Lions is going to have a booth there, so you make an appearance. And are you going to do like a workout and maybe talk to the fans at that time? Yeah, I think so, yeah. Okay. Do you have any like preference of things to talk about, or is there anything kind of off limits for you to talk about when like people approach you? Is there a way that people should approach you? No, not really. I'm pretty open. If someone wants to talk boxing, I'll talk their ear off. You know? Okay. And so you don't mind talking kind of training habits, diet, anything like that? I'm pretty comfortable with everything. It's no secret to what we do. It's just hard work, and that's pretty much it. I agree with that. So coming up with your opponent in June, well, first of all, let's go back to the first time you fought him. Did you watch any fight film on that opponent? I studied a little bit of what I could find on YouTube, but there wasn't too much, so I just I took it as I came. And with that information that you had the first time, did that play into any of your strategy for the fight? Not really. Like I said, it was just a really bad night for me, but you know, there wasn't too much tricky about him, so. And what about this time coming up in June, facing him again? I don't know. I did look to see if there was any new footage, but I haven't seen anything. So. Okay. It doesn't really play a part in your preparation. No, we just keep a level head and get in there and get the job done. Excellent, excellent. Thanks so much for this, for your time in doing this interview. Remember, you can ask us any questions related to boxing. If you have a question for Kevin Higson, make sure you leave it in the comment section so I can go back and ask him or do another interview as well. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Remember, you can ask us any questions related to boxing by sending us a message through Twitter at DOKPOSIO, through email, okposio@hotmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe through YouTube to get every episode of the DO Boxing Show. Thanks for tuning into this episode, and we'll catch you in the next one.
I refused a lot of things he wanted me to receive. Lacked wisdom, but now that's what I give him. Apply what I learned, then I put it in the rhythm. I call it purpose driven. He liked it, so I guess he put a ring on it. Dedicated, so you know I never cheat on him. Bride of Christ, not the wife, don't get your knots tied. Cause many